They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Texas offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's King. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Aggies offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking to throw, it's Fife. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Here's a heat. Grab behind the line. It's Callaway. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wants to fire on second down. He'll heave it deep. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's 5. Lets it fly. Touchdown, New Mexico State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They go to the draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot, so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there, let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Turning it on. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the 1st down marker is, and they get the 1st down.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the RPO incomplete. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
North Texas will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got a man. It's Pride. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The jet sweep pass. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offense
gets away from one, finds some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the ground, he's got it again. Quick spin on the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Back to pass, it's 5. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. It's a draw. Finding open areas. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
From the gun, the ground game. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll give it to him again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. With the catch, it's Young. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Using his legs, it's Callaway. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass, it's Fife. Got it in the middle, it's Parks. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught on the outside. It's Young. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Receivers work tirelessly at tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Quick release by the QB. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
North Texas lining up facing 3rd and long. They just keep firing. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, what a caught! On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
It feels like everything this play caller is called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The give to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick release on the RPO. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever.
Touchdown, North Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pulls it in. It's Fry. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Got a man. It's Fry. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Now they'll run the draw. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Back to throw, it's Fife. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Reads it, fires complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air, it's 5. Looking deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Pulls and fires complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Quarterback got it himself. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Touchdown, Mean Green! Fitted in the window for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's 5. Finds a spot in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Quarterback gets enough. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Dropping back, it's Fife. He tries to take the top off. Makes a grab for a big play. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. They'll go to the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
North Texas now has a ton of work to do here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. From the red zone, it's Hawkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Touchdown, North Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Back to throw, it's Fife. Makes the grab, it's Stanley. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's King. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Power football with the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Callaway. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's gonna take off. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Fife. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
New Mexico State now working from the red zone. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Pride. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Trying to slam in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Smashes ahead. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The run from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's 5. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's King. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's 5. Got his man. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Fife. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And that is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. At midfield, he's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. On the run, it's Hawkins. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in They were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, Mean Green. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Now, a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's King. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm, because it ought to be tired by now over 450.
This guy can throw from all the different arm slots and arm angles he wants, Reese, but the end result is always the same. Completions and touchdowns. This dude's a machine.
Got him downfield.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's 5. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Callaway. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, New Mexico State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Catch in the middle. It's Young. Knocked off his feet. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's Fife. Makes the catch, it's King. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Fires to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's got an open man. Turning it on. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking downfield, it's Fife. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's 5. Grabbed over the middle, it's Stanley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Finds his man, it's King. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The play action fake. Stands in and takes the hit. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.